Hey folks, Jeff here at Back to Country. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Well, if you notice, I'm up high in the shop. So why am I up so high? Well, I'm on top of the RV. Today, I got to do a little work on the RV and just maintenance, but what I'm doing is I'm cleaning the coils on the air conditioner system. So if you're familiar with RVs, the one thing that should be obvious to every RV owner is the filtration systems on the air conditioning really suck. There ain't much to them. Paper thin and huge openings, which means they let dust through. They're not, hypoallergenic or any of that. It's just a basic, simple filter which removes some dust from the air, but not much. So from time to time, you do need to clean both your evaporator coils, which are the coils on the inside of the unit, and your condenser coils, which are your coils that are kind of on the outside of the unit. So let's take a look at how we're going to do it and what tools we're going to use, etc., and let's get her done. Okay, so as you can see, we've already removed the shroud from the unit. That was basically 4 screws that go in from the top and just hold it down. It's just a plastic cover. And if we look here, here's the coils that are exposed to the outside. This is what's called your condenser coils. And you can even see there we've got some pine needles and leaves, just crap in the coils. So we'll clean all that out. But overall, the coils themselves, they don't look too bad, so that should be pretty easy to clean. And then we're going to have to open up this box so you can see the cap here. You've got screws all the way around. So we'll take all those out, open that up, and get to the evaporator coils on the inside. And those are really the ones that need to be cleaned the most. As far as what we're going to be using, well, we bought this handy dandy made in China kit off of Amazon, and it's a air conditioner fin cleaning set. We've got this product by Frost King air conditioner coil foaming cleaner, low VOC formula, and it comes with a nice little medium bristle brush on the top to scrub with. And then we've got this evaporative foam no rinse coil cleaner by New Calgon, heavy duty foaming cleaner. So a couple of different products to try. I've also got a little spray bottle full of water that we can use if we need to do any rinsing, and of course impact with some sockets or bits to remove all the screws and everything from this, because we like to keep it simple. And I also brought my shop vac. That's a DeWalt 18 or 20 volt unit, so it works on the battery. It also has a cord to use 110. It's a pretty convenient little vacuum. So those are all the tools that we're going to be using. That's what we've got to do, so let's get set up and get on it. So you might be wondering, how did we know that we needed to clean the coils? Well, the first clue that we had was the condensate. The condensate line, which is where the water, the condensation water that collects and drains off, it got plugged. So we actually started dripping some water on the inside coming through the filter and dripping onto the floor. And so that was our first clue that we had a problem. So I took this thing apart and I unplugged the condensate line, and that's when I noticed the coils were a little bit dirty as well. And so that was my first clue that I needed to clean them. Now this is not the original unit from the RV. I purchased this unit and installed it probably, oh, I don't know, 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. So it's been in use for a while. So this isn't something that you have to do like every year. But I will say that the cleaner you keep your unit, probably the more efficient it will run. And that's always a good thing. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that I get all the screws out of this thing. Okay, so we've got it opened up. Let's take a look. Hey folks, one thing I did forget to mention, make sure you turn the power off. You're not really working around anything electrical, but the electric box is open and it's always possible that you could accidentally slip your hand in there or something, just leaning over, or spray water in there or whatever. And so it'd just be better to make sure the power's off. You can listen until our generator ain't running, so our power is 100% off, and I recommend y'all do the same. So here's the coils. You can see, I mean, they're a bit dirty. They're not filthy, I've seen worse, but they are definitely in need of a cleaning. So one thing you gotta notice is you'll pull out this temperature sensor that tucks into the coils. That makes sure that your coils don't freeze up. And it looks like, yeah, not much to it. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is kind of brush them off and vacuum them a bit. Okay, the first thing to keep in mind when you're brushing these is notice that the fins run up and down. So when you brush them, you want to make sure that you brush in the same motion of the fins, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to end up bending all the fins, because then what you do is you restrict the airflow. So I'm just going from the bottom and kind of brushing them up. And this actually has a little bit smell of mildew. So, you know, all the condensation over the years and then the dust can definitely be a place to grow some mildew. So another reason to clean these things. Okay, that got some dust and stuff out of it, but that's just, you know, the surface. So hopefully this spray stuff cleans deeper. So we're going to start with this foaming cleaner. Looks like they taped the lid on. Now I ordered all this through Amazon, but I believe this foaming cleaner stuff is also available at Walmart. Probably most places that sell RV stuff would probably have some sort of cleaner, whether it's one's better than the other, I don't know. First thing I'm going to do is I'm taking this brush and kind of brushing through these fins. Now the nice thing I noticed is that if you run this from bottom to top, it actually straightens out any fins that are bent, so that's kind of cool. And you can see we got some dirt on that, so I'm going to vacuum that off again. Okay, that worked pretty well. Got some bent fins down here at the bottom. I want to see if that brush will straighten them out, but it doesn't. Too close to the bottom. So when we're done, I'll see if the fin straightener in that little kit might help with that. Alright, let's spray this stuff on and see what happens. So according to the directions, you just spray this stuff on and try to get it on evenly, you know, make sure you cover everything. And then you let it sit, and it's supposed to as it kind of turns from foam to liquid, it's supposed to kind of drain down and clean. We'll see. What I don't like out of the gate is that it foams up so much that it really doesn't seem like you get much penetration. Of course, without removing the coils, there's not a lot of room in the back, so I just sprayed it on the top portion. See if that, how it works. We'll see how this goes. So let's let it sit for a bit and see what happens. We left it for probably 15-20 minutes and the foam has dissipated and drained down to the bottom. I don't know, it does look better. So the kit, the Chinese kit, came with a little brush. And I'm just gonna do the same thing and try to brush these coils a little bit. I can still see some dirt, so they're not completely clean yet. But that's okay. Let's check this other product out and see if it makes any difference. This is the new Calgon brand. Evaporative foam, no rinse. Evap foam it's called. So that's this product here. We'll spray it on the same way and see if it's any different. So this has like a laser beam spray pattern. I'm not sure if that's good or not. It may be. It looks like it's penetrating deeper, but it is a little bit more difficult to cover. Obviously you can't like move this around and literally spray between every fin, they're just too tiny. So you just gotta kind of find a pattern, I guess, that you feel comfortable with and spray away. I mean, I do like it a little bit better. It seems to penetrate better, that's for sure. And because it's such a laser beam spray, it's allowing me to spray the back as well. So that's a plus. Okay, so this product here, it goes on a wider spray and it thickens up to thick foam right away. The nice thing about this one is the lid has that nice brush on it, which seems to work nicely. But with this kit, I'm not sure that you need it, but I did think it was nice, and honestly, without the kit, if you just had the lid, you probably don't even need the kit. So pros to that one. This one here, I like the way that it sprays on. It penetrates better. We're gonna have to give it some time to sit, but from looking at it, I think this one probably works better, just by the way it works and seeing the dirt that's coming out. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, but the foam that's up on the front is full of dirt. And so, you know, that's after we already did it once with the other product. So if I had to choose between products, I like this one better overall. Like I say, it's got better penetration. That's the key thing. And it seems to work. So, but the other one, that lid is a big plus. So maybe you buy a can of each like I did and use them both. Alright, so we put on another coat of the same product and went through the same process, and it's actually looking pretty good now. So I think the last thing we're going to do is just try to rinse it a little bit and see if that just knocks down any remaining dirt there. So to rinse it, what I did is I purchased a little spray bottle, filled it with water, and we'll pump it up a little bit and see if we can get it to, oh yeah, that's real nice. So that's just rinsing it out, giving it a final wash down. And you can see the soap, foam, whatever, still coming out of there. So I would say rinsing it is a good thing to do. I can even see a little bit of dirt washing down. So I would definitely recommend that. So basically, once you've rinsed it and cleaned it out good, make sure that the drains are open for your condensate so that you know, the dirt that you're washing down doesn't plug your drain holes. And put it back together, should be good to go. And we're going to do the same thing in the back. We didn't need the chemical stuff for that. We're just going to rinse it with water because it's just a little bit dusty. Overall, it's pretty clean. So that's how we clean our evaporator coils. With the condenser coils, we're just going to spray them down with water, wash them out a little bit, and call it good. Then we'll put this thing back together and it'll be back in service. As always, folks, we appreciate you watching our videos and supporting our channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe. It's free. And that way you won't miss anything we do in the future. And if you've been watching our channel, we're likely to do just about anything. Might even be crazy. Y'all take care. Till the next one, God bless. We'll see you on the next one.